Kwara State. Good morning, Nigeria. Welcome to today's newspaper review on Emirate Radio. We are located behind Federal Ministry of Environment of Udebari, Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. I'm Misturah Issa. The newspaper we are looking into this morning is the Punch newspaper and the Daily Post newspaper. On the Punch newspaper here with me, Tinubu urges political actors to respect court rulings. President Bola Tinubu says political stakeholders in Rivers State must respect court rulings and uphold the rule of law to restore peace in the crisis-hit state. In a statement yesterday, titled President Tinubu calls for adherence to rule of law to restore peace in Rivers State, signed by his special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga. The president made the call during a meeting yesterday in Abuja with leaders of the Pan-Niger Delta Forum. Newsmen gathered earlier that Tinubu was in a closed-door meeting with the PANDEV leaders. The president emphasized that respect for judicial decision is fundamental to maintaining democracy, stressing that all stakeholders must recognize and implement court rulings. And also on Daily Post, CSO reps seek gender-responsive legislative reforms. A civil society organization, Gender Mobile Initiative, and the Speaker of the House of Representatives have highlighted the urgent need for gender-responsive legislative reforms. The call was made at the Women Policy Action Lab as part of activities marking International Women's Day 2025 in Abuja. According to a statement by the Communication Officer, Gender Mobile Initiative, Abubakar Abdullahi, the meeting further reinforced the need for commitment by stakeholders to advance gender equality in Nigeria. And also on Punch newspaper, Sharia law will enhance Nigerian justice system, says Islamic scholar. A professor of law at the University of Ilorin, Abdulrazak Alao, has reiterated calls for the broader application of Sharia law across Nigeria, arguing that it has the capacity to address national challenges and enhance justice in society. Speaking at the 2025 Ramadan lecture organized by the Muslim Lawyers Association of Nigeria, Oyo State Branch, at the Afe Babalala Barrister Center, Yagaku, Ibadan, on Sunday, Alao emphasized that Sharia encompasses all known branches of law and contains principles best suited for regulating human conduct. Addressing concern over an alleged Islamization agenda, Alao dismissed such fears as unfounded. He described opposition to Sharia, particularly in southern Nigeria, as a deprivation of Muslim legitimate rights. And also on Daily Post, Governor Abiodun famed pledge to revamp Ogun PHCs. Governor of Ogun State, Dapo Abiodun, has reiterated his administration commitment to repositioning the state primary healthcare system to enable residents enjoy adequate service delivery. Abiodun, while arguing that primary care is the first step towards universal health coverage, noted that his administration had recorded a milestone achievement of changing the narrative of poor health delivery in the state. The governor stated this yesterday at the opening ceremony of the annual general meeting and scientific conference of the Association of Public Health Physicians of Nigeria, held in Abeokuta, the state capital. Speaking at the conference theme, primary health care delivery in the face of multidimensional challenges, the governor, represented by the Commissioner for Health, Dr. Tommy Kuka, noted that state primary health centers have undergone innovations and is still making further improvements. And also still on Punch, Abia government to investigate fire outbreak at Geometric Power. Abia State government has commiserated with Geometric Power Limited over the fire outbreak that destroyed a temporary building located in the company's premises, with a promise to find the root cause of the incident. Abia State Commissioner for Power and Public Utilities, Ikechukwu Monday, who said this After visiting the affected facility, thank God that no life was lost. He applauded the Geometric Power Emergency Safety Team, Abia State Fire Service, and the host communities for stopping the fire from spreading to other buildings. And also on Punch newspaper, 5 billion vehicle purchases deepen Obasa Merenda field. Controversies as trade the purchase of 5 billion naira vehicle for 40 lawmakers at the Lagos State House of Assembly, deepening the feud between Speaker Mudashiru Obasa and STY Speaker Mojisola Meranda. Ms. Bengala that Meranda reportedly led the purchase of about 39 vehicles from the lawmakers during the period Obasa was removed as Speaker. However, it was further gathered that Obasa had in December 2024 approved 7 billion for the same purpose, with plans in motion before he was ousted on January 13, 2025 by about 35 of the 40 lawmakers at the House over allegations of high-handedness and financial misappropriation, among others. Still on Punch newspaper, NAFON link loan portal to school for easy verification. The Nigerian Education Loan Fund has commenced move to ensure that its site is linked to the portals of institutions to enable ease of verification. The Executive Director of Operations, Misturah Issa, disclosed this during the sensitization program held at the University of Ilorin for higher institutions in Kwara State yesterday. Issa said, Speaking further on complaints raised by student and beneficiary institutions in the state, the NAFA top official said we are working on ways to make the whole process seamless. Still on Punch newspaper, US pledged support for EFCC anti-corruption law. The United States government has reaffirmed its commitment to supporting Nigerians' fight against economic and financial crimes, corruption, and terrorism financing. Speaking during a familiarization visit to the headquarters of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission in Abuja yesterday, the U.S. Ambassador to Nigeria, Richard Mills Jr., noted that the U.S. government sees anti-corruption and counter-terrorism efforts in Nigeria as high priorities. According to a statement by the EFCC head of media and publicity, Dele Oyewale, the ambassador assured EFCC chairman Ola Olukoyede of his government's continued support in intelligence sharing, capacity building, and other areas of cooperation. And on the Nation newspaper, Supreme Court dismisses PDP case against Aida-Tiwa candidacy. Supreme Court has dismissed an appeal by the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and its candidate in the last governorship election in Ondo State. Abiola Ajayi challenging the competence of the joint ticket of Lucky Aida-Tiwa and his running mate Olaide Adelami. In a judgment yesterday, a 5-member panel, presided over by Justice Muhammad Garba, was unanimous in holding that the appeal was without merit. The Apex Court held that not being members of the All Progressive Congress (APC), the party that sponsored him, the appellants lacked the local standing to query Adelami's nomination. And on Punch newspaper, Natasha takes face off with Senate to UN. Suspended Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, representing Kogi Central, escalated a dispute with Senate President Godwin Akpabio yesterday by presenting a case at a United Nations forum. Akpoti-Uduaghan was suspended on March 6th after a heated confrontation with Akpabio over a new Senate sitting arrangement which claimed she was designed to undermine her. Tension intensified when Akpoti-Uduaghan on national television accused Akpabio of punishing her for rejecting his alleged sexual advances. Speaking at the Women in Parliament session during the Interparliamentary Union meeting at the United Nations in New York, Akpoti-Uduaghan called for international intervention to hold the Nigerian Senate accountable. Still on Punch newspaper, police uncover Lasso graduate shallow grave, arrest fourth suspect. The Lagos State Police Command yesterday confirmed the location where the Lagos State University graduate Adedamola Ogunbode was buried, following the arrest of the principal suspect, Olaoluwa Ajisomo. Newsmen gathered that the prime suspect, rumored to have fled to Benin Republic, was leading police detective in locating the burial site of the deceased. The command spokesperson, Chief Superintendent of Police Benjamin Odeyi, confirmed both developments to newsmen yesterday in response to the inquiry. The deceased, a political science education graduate from Lasso, had been missing since January 16, 2025, amid speculation that his mutilated body had been discovered. And still on Punch newspaper, 24 houses burnt in Jigawa communal clash, 5 arrested. A devastating attack on Gidan Rural Fulani settlement in Taura local government area of Jigawa state has left a trail of destruction, with 24 ranch houses and 16 local grannies set ablaze during a communal clash between Warri Hausa and Fulani settlement. The incident occurred on Sunday night. Confirming the incident in a statement made available to newsmen in Dutse, the police public relations officer, Jigawa State Police Command, SP Shisu Adam, said the police had raided the area and arrested 5 suspects in connection to the crisis. According to Adam, the attack was carried out by youth from Zangumaje village, adding that the youth, who were allegedly seeking revenge, descended on the settlement, setting fire to houses and granaries. Still on Punch newspaper, federal government behind crisis in PDP, orders, REVEIW alleges. The presidency and Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai yesterday clashed again over allegations that the federal government is behind the internal crisis and litany of litigation working the opposition party in the country. El-Rufai made the claim when he visited the headquarters of the Social Democratic Party in Abuja. In a video of his meeting with the party leadership has since gone viral on social media platforms, the embattled former governor also vented his frustration at the confusion and inactivity of the opposition camp. And on Daily Post, Lassa fever killed 15 in Edo. The Edo state government has announced that a total of 15 people have died from Lassa fever since its outbreak in the state. Newsmen gathered that the Director of Public Health, Edo State Ministry of Health, Dr. Stevenson Ojiefo, disclosed this in Benin City while responding to social media reports alleging that Governor Monday Okpebholo is not addressing the disease adequately. Recall that in February 2025, the state government reported 13 deaths from the disease. Ojiefo stated that as of today, Edo State has recorded over 1,000 cases of Lassa fever. Out of this, 103 tested positive. From the 103 positive cases, they have also recorded 15 deaths, while others have been treated and discharged. The State Director of Public Health also revealed that 11 suspected cases of monkeypox have been recorded, with 5 confirmed positive. However, he added that no deaths have been recorded from monkeypox as the patient presented themselves early for treatment. Also on Daily Post, properties worth millions of naira destroyed as fire ravaged Aleshin Lawyer Market. Property worth millions of naira have been destroyed as a result of fire incident that ravaged some parts of Aleshin Lawyer Market in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. Newsmen gathered that the fire incident occurred at midnight. General Manager of Oyo State Fire Service, Mr. Yemi Akinyinka, confirmed the incident. Akinyemi, in a short statement issued today, said the men of the agency were still working at the market. And on Punch newspaper, Kebbi 6 soldiers deployment over Lakurawa attack. Following last Sunday's deadly attack by the Lakurawa terrorist sect, which claimed at least 13 lives in Benin Birnin-Dede, Arewa local government area of Kebbi State, the state government has called for the immediate deployment of troops to the area. The chief press secretary to Governor Nasser Idris, Ahmed Idris, confirmed this development in an exclusive interview. He stated that Idris recently convened a high-level security meeting with top security officers in the state to address the rising insecurity in the region. And on Daily Post, Ramadan schools closure, education experts weigh in amid heated controversy. Experts in both Islamic and Western education have begun weighing in on the controversy between the Christian Association of Nigeria (CAN) and the Muslim Rights Council (MOVIC) regarding the decision to close schools during Ramadan. CAN initially criticized the move, arguing that shutting down schools would disrupt the academic calendar in northern states. However, Dr. Asiya Ali Ibrahim, an education expert and Dean Faculty of Education, Federal College of Education, Kano, dismissed these concerns. In an interview with Newsmen, she stated that closing school for Ramadan would not affect academic progress, as the government as experts would advise on such matters. And on Punch newspaper, Cross River Assembly approved 3 weeks leave for governor. The Cross River State House of Assembly has approved Governor Basi Otu's request to embark on a 3-week annual leave. At yesterday plenary, Speaker Emirate read the governor's letter speaking the assembly removal. The leave, effective from March 11th, is expected to end on April 1st. During his absence, Deputy Governor Peter Odey will serve as acting governor. And on Daily Post, U.S. House passes bill to avert government shutdown. The United States House of Representatives yesterday approved a stopgap plan to avert a government shutdown that will pile more pain on the economic chaos marring President Donald Trump early weeks in office. The chamber, led by the Republicans, agreed in a largely party-line vote to keep the government funded through September 30th, giving Trump the summer months to steal his agenda of tax cuts, mass deportation, and boosted energy production through Congress. The drama now moved to the Republican-led Senate, which needs to provide its own rubber stamp before Friday night midnight shutdown deadline. And on Punch newspaper, Jigawa government uncovered mismanagement in Ramadan feeding program. Jigawa State Governor Umar Namadi yesterday paid an unscheduled visit to several Ramadan feeding centers in Dutse local government area of the state, uncovering instances of mismanagement and neglect in some centers. While some centers were commended for their diligence and commitment to the program, others were found to be failing in resources management and hygiene practices. The Ramadan feeding program, approved by the State Executive Council, is expected to cost over 4.8 billion naira, with funding shared between the state government and local governments. The initiative aims to provide food for residents across the 287 wards of the 27 local government areas, including those in rehabilitation centers, motor parks, and markets. And on Punch newspaper, Alaafin vowed to reclaim Oyo artifacts stolen in 1895. The Alaafin of Oyo elect Oba Akim Uwade has stated his readiness to ensure artifacts taken away by the British in 1895 were returned to the kingdom. Oba Uwade will make sure that the artifacts taken away by the British in 1895 are brought back with some payment. A statement issued by the Director of Media and Publicity to the Alaafin, Bode Durojaye, yesterday. Nigeria recently successfully negotiated the return of Benin artifacts looted during the 1895 British expedition. The artifacts were repatriated to the country and handed over to the Oba of Benin. These artifacts are cultural symbols and carry spiritual and historical significance, and their return is essential for the preservation of heritage and identity. Speaking further in the statement, Alaafin Oruwade said he would ensure the artifacts were returned with some payment made as compensation. And on Daily Post, Abiodun calls for establishment of Air Force School in Ogun. Ogun State government has called for the establishment of a Nigerian Air Force School and Air Force Base to complement the security architecture of the state. According to Governor Dapo Abiodun, the school will provide quality education and instill strong moral value in children, while the base will strengthen the state's security and foster socio-economic growth. Abiodun made the demand at a meeting with a delegation from the Chief of Air Staff led by Air Vice Marshal Enebo Effiong in his office at Oke-Mosan, Abeokuta yesterday. The visit is a follow-up to a meeting Governor Abiodun had on Monday with the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, where he reaffirmed the state's readiness to strengthen its collaboration with the Nigerian Air Force to enhance security and aviation growth within the state.